Welcome back to the channel. My name is Amanda and this is my better half, Brandon.
Hi.
You starting over. Okay, so August 18th is National Pinot Noir Day. So the wine of the month for our Wine of the Month club is Pinot Noir. If you are not following us on Facebook, well, following me on Facebook at Amanda Amour Wine, then you are missing out. Make sure you go over to Facebook and find our group. It's our wine community. We would love to have you. And so today we have 3 different Pinot Noirs that I have not tried, but I love Pinot Noir. It is one of my favorite red wines, so I may be a little biased, but I have my right hand man here to help me to decide which one we would recommend mostly to you all. But I'm pretty sure all of them are gonna be good. I have not had a Pinot Noir that is not good, so my hopes are very high when it comes to these 3 bottles. We are also doing a couples Q&A. What?
I'm paying attention.
We are also doing a couples Q&A. I asked on Facebook for you all to send questions regarding relationship, dating, or marriage, and I didn't get any questions, but I did get a few topics of discussion. So I did not preface him or prep him. These are going to be raw answers. I did tell you what it was about already.
Talking about the questions?
Mm-hmm. The discussion.
Yeah, you talking about it, but...
Right. So I did tell him what it was about, but we did not go into details because I want it to be just authentic and not rehearsed. So, what you want to do first, babe? Ask a question or?
Probably get to drink first so that my thinking juices can start flowing.
Okay.
That way I can get good quality answers.
Okay, well first let's put out a disclaimer. We are by no means perfect in our relationship. We are not even a model couple to imitate. We just don't do it. But we have been married for 5 years, and so our point of view is going to be from our experience and what we've encountered or how we feel we run our house, right?
Yeah, but I'm gonna give a answer that can help the fellas because that's whose side I'm on, the fellas side. So yeah.
Brandon,
What?
the fellas is not in a relationship with you, it's me.
Yeah, but I have to help the fellas that are out there that are in relationships. And ladies as well. They may learn something. Pay attention. Listening is key.
Babe, I just said that we are not a model couple.
Because you don't listen.
No. I'm talking from our experience.
And my experience has shown that you don't listen.
Okay, let's just have a drink. So you can bring it down a notch because I listen very well. I do believe.
You hear very well.
No, I listen intently.
Okay.
So
You have poor execution. How about
oh yeah.
that? Poor execution.
Now we talking. That is a choice right there. But Brent, look, see, you already started. We are supposed to be on our best behavior tonight.
I'm on my best behavior.
No, you're not.
I'm just setting the stand. I'm saying the
Because you're talking about I
grounds.
don't listen.
No.
Poor
So,
execution.
But
I'm taking
I'm
notes.
just setting the standard to let the fellas know that I'm not coming in here biased to give these PR responses. You know, I'm prepared to sleep on the couch tonight to make sure that the point is driven.
Whatever. Anyways, look, I'm not even. I'm gonna start with our left glass of Pinot Noir.
Left glass Pinot Noir.
It is the brand Poppy. It is a 2018 Monterey, California wine with 13.5% alcohol. It is behind us. I'll put a picture of it on the screen. It does not give any details or notes that are found in this particular wine, but let's just give it a swig. Try.
This one. Poppy, right?
Poppy. It's a 2018.
Why are you looking at my notes? Look at your own notes. You got your pen right there. Stop looking at my paper.
Anyways.
You do that every testing.
Every tasting.
Taste. Same thing.
See, this is why we in therapy now, right? Because it's all about you. It's never about me.
It is about you, right?
It's not. This is why we go to marriage counseling, and let me tell you that I recommend it for anyone and everyone that is in a relationship. It is needed. I wish we had started therapy before we got married. Definitely don't wait until something is wrong to go to therapy. I feel like for us as Black people, it's not the norm for us to seek mental health professionals or get, some type of counseling. But I'm an advocate for help. So I was not opposed to marriage counseling. Brenda, were you opposed to it?
No, I'm not gonna say I was opposed to it. Like you say, when you have issues or people say counseling, therapy, those words have so much taboo with them, so to speak, to where people already have their mind made up about what it's going to be like and what they're going to expect. So it's definitely something that can help you if you want said help. Would I recommend it for everyone? Definitely. If you feel like you need it, it can be an outlet. It can be somewhere where you can get unbiased professional opinion and knowledge rather than bias information from your friends, families, etc. So somebody that has your better interests at heart and that can, lead you in the right direction.
Well, I think that the counselor has the overall picture and what's best for us as a unit. So, of course, communication is why we go. Communication. My way of communicating, Brandon's way of communicating is not the same. So we have a third party to kind of help navigate through the rough stuff. Is how I would put it. What you think?
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Yeah. And it's not always, like I said, don't go to counseling. Well, go to counseling regardless, but it's better to get it before you are like in a downward spiral. We're still early in our marriage and still kind of like ironing things out, and we have 4 children and it is exhausting. And if you know my husband, he works like 19 hours a day. So it's a struggle to balance everything sometimes. And so I think that the counseling has put us like on the same page so that we can navigate through the rough seas.
Yeah, basically. I mean, because it's all about understanding. Because if you are having problems communicating, that means you're not understanding what your partner is saying. Your partner's not understanding what you're saying. So if you can communicate and everybody's understanding what everybody is saying, well, not necessarily everybody, but if you can understand what each other is saying, then you can find out a solution and then move forward and putting a solution into play.
Right. So that's our TED Talk. And so we're going to answer the first question, or the only question that I got, which was, and I'm going to let you answer first because this topic has been on my timeline on Facebook numerous times, and it starts a war. So the question is, should you serve your husband dinner on a paper plate, and who do you serve first, your husband or the children? So
which one am I answer first?
What's your take on it? Does it matter that you eat off a paper plate?
Well, it just really depends on your perspective. It can be on a paper plate, porcelain, napkin, table, hand. The most important thing is the food good? Is it seasoned? Is the chicken dry? It don't matter if it's on a paper plate or a regular plate. It's dry, it's dry. So it don't matter whether it's on a plate or not. That's what you need to worry about.
Brandon, are you trying to tell me my chicken is dry?
It has had times where it has lacked moisture. You add some ranch and barbecue sauce. You choke it on down and you move on. But, it don't really matter.
Okay.
I feel like if you're not gonna wash the dishes, then it shouldn't really matter to you. Now, if you're in there washing the dishes, then you should have a say on paper plates or regular plates or whatever the case may be.
But do you wash dishes?
Nigga, I don't wash dishes.
He let me know early in our relationship, Carla, I did not wash the dishes.
Communicated that.
Very clearly. And I can count on one hand the number of times he has washed dishes. I think it was when I went into the hospital to have Braylon and Drayden. Other than that. And then he put them in the dishwasher. Does it count?
Yes, because I got wash. You put the clothes in the washing machine.
Yeah, I don't like using the dishwasher. I wash my dishes on hand still. Like, I hate the dishwasher smell. So, if he is gonna wash dishes, he's gonna throw them in the dishwasher. And, I'm just appreciative of it. But, I be looking at him side like, why are you putting them things in the dishwasher? But, okay.
And then, another point. You got another point to add to that. So, you don't want to eat on a paper plate. That's fine. So now you done came home. She can fix everybody's plate on glass plates. You got glass cups, forks, spoons. So now you got all these extra dishes. Now you done ate. You full. You done went to take your bath. You feeling good. You done had your couple beers. Now you feel like, okay, I'm feeling good. I'm waiting on my lady to come in here. Think you finna do your thing. But she ain't not slaving in the kitchen.
Open them dishes.
Now, you done had your couple sips of that yak, and now you done fell asleep. Waiting on her, because she in the kitchen. Got to think. Now, what you can do, instead of laying in the bed, lay the long way in the bed. That way, she gotta wake you up to get in the bed. You can bypass all of that. You got to think.
Okay.
Go ahead. Now, what was the
Alright,
second
second part of, are you supposed to eat before the children?
Again, the important thing is the food good? Because, fellas, I know some of you ladies out there can't cook. They'll burn corn on the cob, and all you gotta do is boil it. So, you really should let the kids eat first to see, because they gonna let you know if it's good or not.
Definitely.
And, again, an important point is, if you give it to the kids, at least you know then it ain't poison. Cause she ain't gonna poison the kids. She might poison you. You get your plate first, you happy. You in there thinking you the man. But then you realize everybody else got rice and you got mashed potatoes. And you trying to figure out, why are my mashed potatoes spicy? Mashed potatoes ain't supposed to be spicy. And now you're in the upper room. So,
that was helpful, babe.
I'm just saying.
That was helpful. I think
I don't really
the
feel like it
fellas-
matters.
I feel like the fellas can benefit from the advice you just gave them.
But on the other side of the spectrum, it just depends on how you was raised. And if you were raised in that kind of environment to where your father said, I don't want to eat off a paper plate, etc., then that's just your viewpoint. But we have to also realize that we're not living in the same times. We don't have the same perspectives. People change. Society's mindset has transitioned into a different, transitioned into a different path, so to speak. So
Right.
you can't apply that archaic way of thinking to today's time, especially with this generation of women. It's just ain't gonna work, because they not gonna go for it. They hot girl summer and all that. You gotta pick and choose your battles.
You must like.
Just be glad they cook.
You must like that. You drunk it up.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Or you was thirsty. Which one, baby?
A little bit of both.
Oh, okay. But to answer the question, I do not serve Brandon on a paper plate for the most part. I can't, unless it's the weekend and we got pizza, then yeah, we might put it on a paper plate because we're not washing dishes and it's the weekend. But if I cook, he gets a porcelain or a glass plate, because honestly the paper plate is not big enough to hold what he needs on his plate. So that is part one. Part two, do I serve my man first? Not all the time. And the reason being, we have 4 children and the youngest, Cash, he's the boss. So I feed him first, because if I do not feed him,
nobody else gets fed.
Nobody else gets fed. So that's what works for our household. The bigger kids, the boys, they can fix their own plate. A lot of times they'll wait for me to fix it. So I start with Cash, then do Brayla. The boys hit and miss. Because if I say, you ready to eat? The rise, he gonna say, oh, let me get my shower first. Oh, let me take out the trash. Oh, he have 25 things before he won't get his plate, because it has to be the perfect timing for him. So he normally get his plate last. So once I get Brayla and Cash settled, then I can focus on Brandon. Because, and you can vouch for this, if I fix Brandon's plate first, I didn't put enough on there, I didn't hear what he wanted, or I didn't get his food perfect the way he wanted it, or I forgot some bread, he need ranch, whatever the case is. So it's not chaotic. It's just best to feed the little kids first, then I check on the boys. And Brandon normally, he don't care that he's served last, but I eat last technically, because yeah, I eat last.
Last is safe. Everybody else still alive. Ain't nobody coughing.
Let's taste the second wine. It is Love Noir. It is a 2018 California wine. Now this one told me that it has notes of espresso and dark cherry. So
this one?
In the middle.
Espresso and dark cherry. Alright. Pop it. Here. What is it called? Love
Noir.
Noir.
That's good. It too is 13.5% alcohol. It's good. Oh, and I'm glad you mentioned the time period that we're living in, because the next discussion is gender roles. So that's what I was thinking, as far as when the discussion question came up for gender roles, like what we do now compared to what women, well, we can say our parents, no, not really our parents, maybe yours, but not mine, as far as the roles in the house like man work, woman's work?
Let's see. Well, a woman's place is in the kitchen. We know that. Barefoot and pregnant. That's where they belong. But, you know, times have changed. Women are insubordinate. They don't listen. But
Alright. When we go to counseling, I'm gonna bring this up right here. You said don't listen.
Don't listen.
6 times tonight.
You heard that. She's
right.
listening. So she's trying. So I have to
No,
give her that.
because we're gonna talk about this in therapy because I listen very well.
Let me see. So
Okay, so not to cut you off, but is it anything that your dad or granddad didn't do that you do today? That, you know how your granddad would be like, do you wear breeches or do you wear pants? Like, what do you do now that he wouldn't do as a man of a house? Do your granddaddy clean?
What do I do that he don't do? Nothing. Because I wear pants and I don't wear breeches.
Oh, God. Randy.
I come from a long line of real ones.
Okay. Anyways, so.
But as far as everybody else, gender roles, who should do this, who should do that, I feel like it should be catered to your household. What works for us may not work for you. Some women like to get out and get their hands dirty, quote unquote, and get in the yard or work on cars or fix stuff. And I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. If you don't know how to do it as a man and she does, y'all supposed to work together. Y'all supposed to be on the same team. And it really shouldn't be a line, so to speak, that says, oh, well, I can't do that because I'm a woman, or I'm not gonna do that because I'm the man. If y'all are a team, then it really shouldn't be anything that separates. Now, it is certain things that the man should handle. If you know, if something needs to be done with the vehicles or something that needs to be done with the home, whether you gotta call somebody to come in and fix stuff, those are the type of things that a man should handle. Reason being, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna be dealing with another man. So you want to be ahead of that. You wanna make sure that you're getting the best deal, or the man ain't trying to take advantage of your wife because she don't know. But again, that's something that fits your household. Your wife may, or girlfriend may be well versed in plumbing. I don't know. So she can call the plumber and let them know what's going on because she knows what's going on. So, I mean, like I say, nowadays, it's just different. It's not like it used to be where it was a line drawn in the sand, so to speak, saying, okay, this is what the man does, this is what the women do. Women stay home, they cook, they clean, take care of the children. The man come home from work, take his boots off, sit on the chair, fall asleep. It don't necessarily don't work like that no more because we live in a different time.
Brandon, you do that every day.
No, I don't. No, I do not. That is not true.
You did it yesterday.
But yesterday,
Yes.
what I did yesterday,
You came in and you went and sat on that couch and took a nap.
and then I went back to work. I need the rest. So I really just took a break. That ain't even go to sleep. I took a break.
Even when you don't go to work, you do that. It's your routine.
Negative. Don't believe that.
Oh, whatever, Brandon. What sitcom would you say our relationship reminds you of? You already know mine, but I'm gonna give you a chance to think about it. But I'm gonna say how our relationship is. It is Martin. I tell him all the time. He acts like Martin, and I'm Gina. Gina is the level-headed one and makes the best decisions for the relationship. Martin be playing all the time. Say it's not true, man.
I am a serious
Martin.
human being.
Whole thing, Martin. And Mama Payne, his mama. Love Brandon. Now she don't call me an applehead, but she probably want to. But Brandon can do no wrong. Okay? It's all my fault. And she's right, it is. But that is my take on the relationship. Except you don't have a Cole and Tommy. All of his friends I love. They are everybody who is in our wedding party. Phenomenal men. Good, hard-working men that if something happened to you, I could call. So that's the only difference. Your friends are not stupid and retarded and broke. But everything else is Martin all the way.
Let me see. Well, I guess I can go with that. I mean, we not Whitney Bobby or Ike and Tina. She need a little Ike sometimes, but you know, there's laws against that. So I just let that slide.
You have to take that up with my parents. They did not whoop me as a child. Okay? My mama said she did whoop me when I was little. I can't remember my father ever whooping me because I am an angel.
Right.
So
it's Satan. Satan was one.
So you have to take that with my parents, you know, the ones who you received me from. My take on our relationship. What is yours? What sitcom would you say our family is like? Or our relationship is, right? It could be either or.
Yeah, I mean, like I say, I can agree with that. Because
Brandon, you gotta choose your own.
I don't really have no other ones to choose
Oh,
from.
okay, so you admit that you're Martin?
But like a serious Martin Luther King, you know what I'm saying? That Martin. What?
That wasn't even his real name. So that's how you know. Try again.
Look, man, I'm trying to be serious, and then you want me to be funny.
I don't want you to be funny. I want you to find your own sitcom. You watch more shows than I do. So which one would you say would you think? My Wife and Kids.
Yeah, I can say that because I do have a junior that's a little slow at times.
That's why it is a 2020 bread and butter. It is from Napa, California. Not bad, not bad.
Smell fun.
Mm-hmm. What's it?
Smell like rubber gloves. What is it called?
Bread and butter. Let's say 2020, the year of COVID.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I can taste it.
You can taste the COVID.
See, you're always on my paper again, looking at what I'm writing down.
Okay. Anyway, so
Brandon,
we have the next topic is parenting. It's parenting. We have a blended family, and we are in the new age of raising kids, and it is a complete contrast from when we were younger. What advice would you give to parents who just had kids or want to have kids?
beat them. Nah, this man. Let's see. Parenting.
Right, because we're in the new age of technology. We didn't have Facebook until we were in high school. And then it made me think, when I seen it, I was like, when Braylon goes to school, elementary, do we buy her an iPhone in kindergarten? Because all the kids have phones.
Oh yeah, my baby gonna have everything. iPhone, iPad, iWatch.
Yes,
and an apple in a lunchbox. You know what I mean?
That's why we have. I'm gonna write that down. We gotta talk about that in therapy too. You want her to have a? See, I don't want her to have an iPhone.
That's my baby. My baby, whatever she wants, she gets.
Well, I'm afraid of the Apple tag, Brandon. So, but we're gonna curb that for another day.
What? Apple tag.
Mm-hmm. And sharing locations and all that stuff. Like, it
She
gets.
ain't gonna tell nobody.
Huh?
She ain't gonna tell nobody.
No, you know you can share locations on Apple phones.
You can share location on any phone.
I know, but it's different with iPhones.
Alright, well, yeah, we'll see. What we on? S23. So we'll be on S26 by the time she gets in kindergarten. So we get her S26.
Okay, so yeah, that's a topic for therapy. But
as far as the parenting goes, well, You could go to Ronald, like I said earlier. You could beat them. But it's just not the same. You could whoop them, but it's just different. Only thing you can do, well, it's not the only thing that you can do, but it's really important that you cultivate a relationship with your children, so that they will communicate with you, because they go through a lot. Again, this is different times. We built different. We ate as babies, so we don't have thin skin. Therefore, our children were born in this generation where everybody has thin skin. So you want them to be able to communicate, so you can talk about their feelings, so that you can help them navigate through life and not be depressed or sad or what I do, I just have their relationship with them, trust them to do the right thing, give them the keys, give them the information, and hopefully they use it. Because you can't be with them all the time, so you have to trust that they're gonna do right.
Right. Definitely. Because kids don't make mistakes regardless. No matter what you tell them, what they know. Sometimes it's peer pressure. And it's just spur of the moment. They're not thinking. And so what I tell my kids all the time is just to be honest with me. Tell me the truth. If you don't tell me the truth, I can't help you. Because they are vulnerable when it comes to the world, because everybody's preying on them, from the adults, teachers, coaches, then children. Not everybody parent is providing for their child. So your child goes to school with what they need, and then somebody else steals from your child, and your child feeling disrespected on a fight, want to get their stuff back. And sometimes, you gotta let it blow over, or try to tell them have self-control. Don't worry about it, you can get another one. But back in our day, we did fight if somebody did something like that. But today, no, I would not recommend my children fighting, because it's never okay. You got your butt whooped and you learn your lesson. No, if they get beat up, they come to school with a knife or a gun, or trying to shoot up somebody's house. Different time period. So what worked for us does not work for today's kids. And social media with the bullying, it's gotten out of control, I think. And I don't see it getting better anytime soon. So you just have to set parameters and tell your kids what to do and what not to do. As far as who they should be talking to, what they should be posting, what they shouldn't be posting. But kids, they're gonna do what they want to do. Snapchat is one of them apps that they think that once it disappears, it's no longer there. But that's not the case.
The feds got it. They got it.
We've had people to find out that just because it disappeared on Snapchat and you can't see it, doesn't mean that it's not stored and so somebody else can see it, and it gets you in a lot of trouble. So,
and just because it disappeared, that don't mean the other person can't screenshot it. All they gonna do is just send you a notification and say, so-and-so screenshot it.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, open lines of communication is what's best. And I know for me, when the kids, the boys stay in middle and high school, when they come home and they say something crazy, in my head I'm screaming, but I have to keep a straight face, because if I react, then they'll be like, okay, I ain't gonna say all this, I ain't gonna say that, you know. And so they're gonna filter what they tell me. So I keep a poker face, but I remember what they say. May not say anything that day, may not even say anything that week, but the following week or at some other point of time that I think is good, I'll go ahead and bring up a scenario on how something should have been handled, or what to say or what not to say. And so therefore it don't look like I'm fussing at them. It's more of a conversation, and that seems to go over better with this generation. Because my mom used to fuss. She didn't have to whoop me. She get the fussing.
I got whooping. There wasn't no discussions. There was no open lines of communications.
Yeah. And see, that's the difference. That's okay. When I said in the beginning, we communicate differently. My mother allowed me to say how I felt regardless. So today, still no filter. And so
my parents didn't care how I felt.
And so it affects the way he communicates. Because I'm like, hey, tell me how you feel. And then I get half of what he's thinking, not the full story.
You do get the full story. You don't think you get the full story?
No. It's like pulling teeth when trying to get you to express. Because I'm very vocal on how I feel, what I like and what I don't like. So therefore, I have to shrink back so that he can feel safe to express how he feels. What?
Don't fall. See what you just said. It's a trap, fellas. It's a trap.
No. You know it's a safe space. It's the safe space.
Women.
You can say what you want to say during that time.
Don't fall
talk
for
it out. Then guess what? After that safe space, you can't bring it up again and use it against them in a later argument or altercation.
Okay.
Oh,
you can do that if you want to.
Brandon, I don't do that.
Look, like just like Law and Order. You seen watch Law and Order? What you say can and will be used against you tomorrow. Not even at a later date. Tomorrow or later on this evening.
That's not true, Brandon.
So it's best that you just keep it cool and don't say nothing.
I see some that are 12.5% all the way to 13.5%. It is a light body wine, so that's why I would recommend it for beginners. If you're looking for a red wine and you can find a good Pinot Noir without breaking the bank, I know that these range anywhere from $15 to $20, just where we got them from. But Ross's grocery store is a great place to buy wine, and they have a huge selection of Pinot Noir. Also, if in my spring wines 2022, Rush is featured. That is one of my favorite Pinot Noirs that I've tried. That is only like $9.99. So Really, really good quality for the price. But for tonight, my favorite would be the Love Noir. It's 2018. That was a good year, baby.
What happened in 2018?
Read that.
No.
No, you said you was prepared. Read it.
Yeah, but I didn't like go all out.
What?
I had some stuff I wanted to say, but I didn't
What?
feel like with this say after I say what I need to say. Get my point across.
Okay. What happened in 2018, Brandon?
A lot of stuff happened in 2018.
What is of significance that had happened in 2018?
I don't know. Let me see. What is this? 2022. Oh, years ago. We got married. Oh, man. The bad part is the bad part is I didn't even know. Like I knew, but I wasn't like sure. And I think that's just like every man.
Don't put
Yeah.
every man in this.
I'm like,
It's just you. You need to take them.
no,
in.
it's not. It's
You
not
just need to
just
put them-
me.
take
It's
them memory
not.
loss
It's
pictures.
not.
Please.
It's not. It's not just me. Men just don't naturally remember all of that. You know, you got women out here talking about, oh, this was the first time we ate a Snickers together. You don't remember? Hell,
Never.
I don't know. We ate no Snickers together. What you
Never know.
talking about?
Not that sentimental.
I'm just saying.
It's just anniversaries.
I mean, that's important, but I'm just saying, God. Give me
I
a break.
mean, no other day during the year do I bother you. What other day?
What other day?
Mm-hmm.
Every day. What you mean? It ain't no other day
I'm
that
talking
you
about
bother
when you
me.
remember something, the significance of something. I don't bother you about. My favorite Pinot Noir would be the Love Noir 2018 with the notes of dark cherry and espresso. I would give this Pinot Noir an 8 out of 10.
I can agree with that. It wasn't bad, but it just, to me, they tasted almost the same.
Okay, so that is the one I would recommend because it still was bold even though it was light. So Pinot Noir is a light wine, but it still gave me that bold taste. Compared to the other two, they really embodied the light bodiness of Pinot Noir. So, the Poppy, it is 2018 as well. That will be my second favorite of the three, and the 2020 is the last. It always happens to be the last for some reason, but it's not a bad wine. It's just more tart and bitter at the end, and it's not as smooth. That's what I would say. but it's not bad. I would drink, this is something I would drink with dinner. The other two you can drink casually. Have you some white cheddar popcorn curled up on a sofa for date night with your boo, eating you, and you know, just
eating you. What?
Eating any type of snacks that you would like those two, the Poppy and the Love Noir. Those two are good just by themselves.
She out of control.
The bread and butter, it needs something. That's why I would say I would drink that one with dinner because it needs something to not leave that bitter aftertaste in your mouth. But I'm still gonna drink it because I love Pinot Noir. But that's just my take. Brandon, who is not the wine connoisseur, likes Poppy. So
Pop. What up, Pop?
you can't go wrong with either one of them. That's what I would say. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to tonight's video. Definitely tag us on Instagram or Facebook if you happen to grab you a bottle of Pinot Noir on National Pinot Noir Day, which is August the 18th, which is a Thursday? Oh, Wednesday.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's a Thursday. So if you happen to pick up a bottle of Pinot Noir, definitely tag us on Facebook or Instagram. Let us know what you think of tonight's video down below. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And if
Ash, look at that.
any last word?
Let the kids eat first.
Alright. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.
Deuces.
Take me in your arms, do just what you want. You're the one I trust. I belong to you, and I'll always be around when I need some loving, baby, and I'll never let you down.